Hi Hess friends, how are you? I thought I would move over by Hey Hey today because I read from the same spot almost all the time, so I thought it would be fun to have Hey Hey here for our story today. What do you think? I think he'll enjoy it. Right, Hey Hey? Yeah, Hey Hey's awesome. All right, friends, so our story today is called Franklin and the Thunderstorm because we're talking about weather, and thunderstorms are a type of weather that happens. So thunderstorms is when the clouds get really dark and gray, and it might get dark outside too because the clouds are hiding the sun, and that's what makes it dark. It's because the sun is hiding behind the clouds, and sometimes you might hear thunder. That like that rumbling noise. You might see lightning, which is those big bright flashes in the sky, and you'll see rain coming down. Sometimes it's really heavy, it's like, and then sometimes it's just, it's not as heavy. So that is what a rainstorm or a thunderstorm is like, but a thunderstorm has to have thunder, that big loud noise. Otherwise, sometimes we just call them rainstorms if they don't have thunder. But we are going to read about Franklin and his thunderstorm. Are you guys ready? Okay, Hey, are you ready? Okay, what is this part called? This is the front cover. This is the back cover. And this is the spine. The spine, okay. Franklin and the Thunderstorm. Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He could name the months of the year and all the seasons. He could read a thermometer, and he checked the barometer every day. Franklin worried about weather because he was afraid of storms. So he's very into weather because he's afraid of them. So he's learning about them. One day, Franklin was supposed to play at Fox's house, but the sky was getting dark and the clouds were getting thick. Ooh, what does that mean? Maybe I shouldn't go, Franklin said to his mother. She looked out the window. It probably won't rain until later, she said. You have time to get to Fox's. Franklin put on his boots and took his umbrella. How does Franklin look? He looks kind of worried, doesn't he? Because he knows it's going to rain. He's afraid of thunderstorms. Let's see what happens. As Franklin hurried to Fox's house, he kept looking at the sky. The clouds moved quickly and wind swirled dirt in the air. Franklin felt all jumpy inside. Why do you think that the clouds were moving quickly? Have you ever seen that before when you're looking outside and sometimes the clouds look like they're really moving fast? Sometimes that means a storm's coming. Not all the time, but sometimes that's what it means. So he's looking at the sky, watching for the rain. Fox was playing outside when Franklin arrived. So he made it to Fox's house. There he is. Franklin pointed nervously to the sky. I think we should go inside, don't you? He asked. Not yet, Fox grinned. I love watching the clouds move and feeling the wind blow. It's exciting. I think it's scary, said Franklin. Oh, so Franklin is scared, but Fox is excited. Beaver, Snail, and Hawk came over to play too. My fur feels funny when it's about to storm, said Fox. My feathers get all ruffled, said Hawk. Beaver sniffed. I can smell a storm coming. The wind became stronger. Hawk flew loop-the-loops. Whee! He cried, and Franklin held onto his hat and shivered. It was almost as dark as night when big, fat raindrops began to fall. We should go in, shouted Franklin. No, said Fox. Follow me. Where do you think Fox is going to take them? He said, follow me. Where do you think he's going to take them? Let's see. They raced to the tree house where it was dry. Fox, called his mother, time for everyone to come in. It's all right, Fox shouted back. We're in the tree. Fox's mother was there in a second. It is dangerous to be near a tree during a storm, she said. Lightning strikes tall things first, and you might get hurt. Oh, so Fox's idea was to go up in the treehouse because it's dry up there. But when there's a lightning storm and a thunderstorm, lightning strikes, she's like the mother said, strikes tall things first. So she wants to keep them safe. Tree houses are tall, so they have to get out of there. Franklin held on to Fox's mother all the way from the tree to the house. They were barely in the door when there was a flash of zigzag light. Lightning! Shrieked Franklin. He trembled. Boom! Thunder! He screamed. Oh, he looks very scared, doesn't he? He doesn't like thunderstorms. It's okay, Franklin, said his friends. We're safe here. But Franklin had crawled deep inside his shell. Fox's mother brought treats. Still, Franklin wouldn't come out. Franklin's friends begged him to play, but Franklin stayed put. Well, they're worried about him because he's very scared. When turtles get scared, they go inside of their shell. That's where Franklin is. Then, with a flash and a crash, the lights went out. Don't worry, said Fox's mother. She lit candles and turned on a flashlight. Won't you come out now? She asked Franklin. No, thank you, he mumbled. So he's still nervous. Sometimes when there's a bad storm or a big storm, it turns the lights out. And so then you have to turn on candles, or you could get flashlights until the lights come back on. Don't be afraid, said Hawk. All that noise is just cloud giants playing drums in the sky. Franklin peeked out of his shell. Really? He asked. No, it's not, giggled Snail. That noise is made when giants go bowling. So they're telling him that they're playing drums and bowling in the sky. Oh my gosh. Franklin came out of his shell. But what about the lightning? That's easy, said Hawk. The cloud giants are turning their lights on and off. So he said that the lightning is them turning their lights on and off in the sky. Fox smiled. I think it's the giants swinging from the chandeliers. Franklin laughed. Look how he's feeling. He looks like he's feeling happy. Do you think there's giants in our sky that are turning lights on and off and bowling and drumming? Oh my goodness. Giants? That's ridiculous, said the beaver. Mr. Owl says lightning is a big spark of electricity that travels from the sky to the ground. The spark is so hot, it makes the air around it pop, and that's the sound of thunder. Amazing, said Franklin. He's right. Lightning is a spark of electricity, and electricity is what's in our lights and things like that. And it's really hot and it comes down, and when it strikes, that's what makes the thunder noise. Franklin felt a little better. He even played flashlight tag with his friends. Soon there was hardly any lightning. The thunder was a low rumble from far away, and the rain stopped. Then the lights came back on. Storm's over, said Fox. Let's go outside and play. Look, said Franklin, a rainbow. They're playing. I know why the storm is over, Franklin said. Those giants heard there's a pot of gold at the end of every rainbow, and they've gone to find it. Even Beaver smiled. The end. So Franklin, how was he feeling at the beginning of our story? He was pretty nervous, pretty scared, wasn't he? And sometimes it can be scary during storms. They can be really loud and it can be dark and your lights can go out. But what happened? The storm ended, didn't it? And his friends helped him to feel safe. And you have grown-ups and maybe brothers and sisters at your house to help keep you safe. And me, Miss Nikki, and Miss Anna, when you come to school and there's a thunderstorm, we're here to keep you safe too. I know it can be scary, but we will keep you safe, I promise you. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our story about Franklin. Hey, I hope you enjoyed our story too. All right, friends, I will see you soon. Bye.